Hello everyone, now I'm here with my next video of array operation where in this video I'm going to tell you about merging operation. See, merging means joining of two or more than two arrays together and create another array after merging them. Means merging is just a joining of two arrays. In a book you are having only one merging, that is simple merging. But I want to tell you sorted merging also in this video. See, simple merging means we are just concatenating two arrays together in one array. See, when we have to join two or more than two arrays together, then that is simple merging. For example, if I am taking, see, A and B, we are having two arrays. Now we want to concat A and B together in C. Size of A is 3. Size of B is 5, means size of C is size 1 plus size 2. Size of third array is size 1 plus size 2, means 3 plus 5 is equals to 8, means total 8 elements were present in C. What we have to do? Just we have to send one by one element in this way in array C. What we have to do for that? See, position of A is 0. We have to place 0th element in 0th location. 1 in 1, 2 in 2. But after that, here position of B is 0. But counting is 3 now. We have to place 0th location of B in third location of C. That's why whatever counting I am taking I here. Here I am taking J. The counting of I comes till 3. That's why I had written I over here also. The same value of I 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. For this I am taking I am using for this location also. And after that 3. I become 3. And for B array I am using J. The counting of J starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Different countings were there. For 0, 1, 2, 3, I'm using I. Means I always move one by one further. But the value of J should be different. All these things we have to do with our logic. See, I'm going to do it with my logic. See here. I'm having one array which contain 1, 2, 3. Another array which contain 4, 5, 6, 7. After merging, it should become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How? See, we have to add length of both and we have to create size of third array. We had already declared third array. After declaring third array, we have to fill element one by one. See, I'm filling element one by one because both are having same locations. I told you in a previous slide that both are having same locations. First array A, position 0, 1, 2, same as C. Again position 0, 1, 2. We have to only provide the value in the same location. That's why I. Same location. But the location varies when B occurs. B starts from 0 and C moves with 3. That's why I had written here I plus J. means I is already 3. 3 plus 0 is 3. Means third location. And num2j provides 0th location element in third location. And when it becomes 1 means what we are going to do? B 0th location in C I plus j. We are storing it. Means I is 3 and 3 plus j is 3 only. Means the next element we are storing in third location of bth array. 0th location we are storing in third location. And see what happened when I'm writing 1. We are going to store element of third, element of second array in third array. How we are going to do? See, the same I had written here, the third array. If counting is 1, then I plus j means plus 1. So in fourth location we have to store another element. In this way you have to create your own logic. I plus j I had written. You can write anything else if you want. We can create our own logic. It is not said that we have to use this logic only. We have to go towards a location, the destination. In we can choose any of the part. For visiting that text destination, we can choose any path. I am choosing this. In this way, I'm storing each and every element in my third array. And then I'm going to display it. See, after displaying, we are getting merged array. Logic part is only this much. This much is logic part. But before that, we have to make some preparations. We have to create array, we have to declare third array, and then our logic, and then we have to display it. Preparation contains few lines. And the same thing I'd written here, that it is static initialization. Program by static initialization. This one is static initialization. And then I'm going to tell you how we are going to do it by dynamic initialization. This program I already created for you so that you can see how we are going to do it with dynamic initialization. Each and everything I want to show it. That's why the program is lengthy one, because I want to show each and everything to you. See, the basic things you have to write, it's okay. Then you have to accept size of array from user. Size is accepted, array is declared. Here array is declared. After that, you have to accept element from user. After, and then the second array size you have to accept from user. Second array size. You have to declare array. Then accept value in an array. After that, add both the size and create size of third array. Declare third array. After that, I told you this one is logic. Same logic I just applied. All these things are just preparations. What we are doing. And logic is this much. After that, see, logic part over. Just we are going to display one by one. First array, second array, merged array, and see output. We are having our output. Size of first array 3 elements. Size of second array 4 elements. First array, second array, third array, one by one displayed. Then see, this one is something Great. Some logic we are having in sorted merging. You have to go through it. Try to move with my words. Otherwise, it is difficult for you. See, slowly, I'm going to explain it. Merging of two sorted arrays in one array, we have to. Merging of two sorted array. Now what we are having? We are having one array, second array. Both should be in sorted order because sorted merging always contain two sorted arrays in sorted order only without applying any sorting technique. We are not supposed to apply any sorting technique. Till now, I'm not going to tell you about sorting technique. Without any sorting technique, you have to sort array. You don't know any techniques. Then how you are going to do that? See how. Firstly, you have to accept two arrays with the size, and then you have to create size of third array. Empty array you are having. Empty array. Size plus size means, see, already size 1 is 4, size 2 is 5. Size 1 plus size 2 means 4 plus 5 is 9. Third array contains 9 elements. Second array contains 5 elements. And first array contains 4 elements. 4, 5, 9. You have to fill each and every element in third array. How you are going to fill? See, for that we required some counters for counting position. First position, second position, third position. In that way, we required some counters. Counter number 1, counter number 2, and counter number 3. Counter always initialize with 0, 0, and 0. Because firstly, we have to point towards the first location. Then we are going to move further. That's why 0, 0, and 0 initialize in C3, C2, and C1. See, next, what happened? How we are going to fill elements in sorted order? We have to match array location AC1 with BC2. AC1 with BC2. C1 contains 0 and C2 contains 0. A1, A0 is going to be matched with B0. If it happens, then what we have to do? If this happens, but in our case, this is not going to happen. This happens. A zeroth location is greater than B zeroth location. In our condition, this happens. See, 2 is greater than 1. Yes, 2 is greater than 1. Then what we have to do? We have to fill 1 in this place because 1 is smaller than 2. We have to fill it in this place. Means BC2 we have to fill in C3. And when we are filling it, means when we are writing it 1 here, then what we have to do? We have to increase the counter 1, and then the counter start pointing to the next location. See, C3 plus plus. And already 1 is filled from B array. Then the counter is going to move in another direction. Means counter is going to be 1. Moving. Now counter points 15. That's why C2 plus plus. Means one element is filled inside C. Now what we have to do? Now we have to check the 0th element with 1 element. Because first element already filled. Then we have to compare A0 with B1. A0 is smaller than B1. A0 is smaller than B1, then what will happen? I told you earlier, the smaller one is going to be placed in C. It means we are filling 2 inside C, means this position we are going to fill 2. See this one written, AC1 is going to be placed inside C3. Then again counter is going to be moved in third location, because already 1 is filled, means counter should be 2. That's why the see counter increased. And then when we are placing this inside C, then counter should increase. The counter will be increased with 1. Whenever our element placed inside C, the counter should be increased, because next time we have to match 4 with the next element. Now see, now 4 is going to be matched with 15. Already counter is here, means 1. Already counter is here, 15. Already this is filled, already filled, counter already present here. What we have to do now? Now again we are going to check whether this happen or this, means whether AC1 is smaller than BC2 or AC1 is greater than BC2. Now in our case, AC1 is smaller than BC2, means this one happens, means what, we have to place 4 here, and the counter going to move in next location, means third location. See, counter is going to be increased. And when we had already filled 4, then what we have to do again, we have to increase the counter, means it becomes 2. See, counter increased. One by one we are going to fill in this way element in a sorted order. The counter increased one by one, and we are going to fill element one by one here. See, when we filled element here, the counter increased. When we filled another element, counter increased. See, in this way. Counter increased. Array elements should be in sorted order. Means when we are going with fifth element, 22 is going to be filled. And then see, our counter moves till here when 22 is filled. Means next time the counter become 4, means equals to size. One by one counter increase, counter comes till end. But here still these elements remains. Till 22 we had already filled, but still 23, 34 and 43 left. This array is already completed and this remains, means what we have to do, we have to fill all the elements. If our countings come towards the size, we have to fill the another array completely. Means now we have to write 23 here, then 34 and then 43. In this way we have to fill this array one by one. This is not enough logic, because the remaining part also we have to fill. When we already compared this, the remaining part we are having, we have to fill it. Means some logic we require to fill all these things. And now see how we are going to do that. See, By static I'm going to do because already it contains so many lines. That's why only static initialization I'm doing that. See, why first array we are having, second array we are having, both are in sorted order. Already taken size of both the arrays. Third array contain total of both of them. Then I'm going to declare the size of both the arrays. Total. Third array we are having. Total size we are having in 3. Now our logic of comparison. Comparison filling. See, this much. Comparison and filling contains our array counter. I told you counter number 1, counter number 2, counter number 3 we are having. Of first array, of second array, and for third array. Counter should be smaller than size. Now we are having size 1, size 2, and size 3. Counter should be smaller than size. Both the counter should be smaller than size. Then we have to check whether first array element is smaller than second array element or second array element smaller than first array element. And then we have to increase the counters also. See, counters already increased. The same logic I had filled here, the previous logic. See, this one. But I had written in if else. Same logic with if else I had written. See, in this manner. This logic. See, after filling, I told you in my previous explanation that sometime in comparison elements were filled in third array, but sometimes each and every element will be filled of this array is completely being filled here, but few elements of this array remains, then we have to fill here. Then what we have to do, see, then we have to check whether the array size counter is smaller than size or not. If it's still smaller than the size, means we have to still fill elements in third array, means any one of them, either A or B. Maybe elements of A remains, then we can fill it from here, or somehow some situation occur, B remains with few elements, we have to fill B inside C. Then this logic we are having. If counter still not reach till size, then we have to fill third array one by one, and we have to increase the counters. One by one we are going to fill array. Previous logic is written for comparison both arrays together, comparing this element with this element, and we are going to fill in C. But if some situation occurs that A already being filled and we have to fill few elements of B in C directly, then we are having this logic. If the counter still not reach towards size, then we have to fill one by one. After that we are going to display merged array. See, output we are having output in sorted order without any sorting techniques. Somehow you have to use your brain, because programming is a thing never being feeded to you, spoon feeding. Programming never get by someone anyone is not going to provide you the logic and each and everything. You have to create your own logic every time. All these things I'm going to provide you for sample work only. so that you can able to understand all these things. We have different paths. We can choose any path so that we can reach our destination. Any way you can choose. All these things I'm providing so that in your home you can able to see these are the ways we can create our logic from these ways. It is difficult to provide you by all these path, but still we have to do that. I think you are able to understand how we had merged array together with sorting techniques and without sorting technique. How we are having two, simple one and sorted one. I'd explain you both. Go through it, and this much only. If you have any doubt, then you can ask from me. Do prepare for your exam. Goodbye and good luck.